Well, it's been a long time, Corey. Been about a year, but we're back in Full Metal Classic.
What?
Right? Ready to rock and roll?
I am
What do you
ready
guys say about that, Corey?
I'm ready to get back in the saddle because I haven't played I've been around Full Metal for a while. Like obviously we've done good in teams. I did really well in Full Metal Classic, but it's so nice after a year to come back to the singles league. And today, after a full year of playing in the tournament, which I did really well in, it's great to come back to play a formidable opponent in David, who I've seen him play a lot in these other leagues. The dude is really good. Like he's showing to be one of the best that we have right now. So I'm glad. I'm very excited. A little teeny bit nervous, but also very excited to test my mettle against one of the best that's coming up here today. So I know David's going to give me a good fight. I'm going to give him a good fight, and I'm here to have some fun.
Should be a good one.
Let's do it. Ready to go. Let's do it.
All right. So Anthony couldn't make it today, so I'm here to represent David. I'll let you talk first. So you're back in Full Metal. You got Corey. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. I mean, I'm fresh off the win with Mark last week, so I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, the list of movies I got was pretty fun to watch. And I mean, I've seen Corey play before. I know he's been around the leagues for a long time, so I know he's going to be a really good player today. So I just gotta hopefully give my best and do my.
Yeah. Well, see, to me though, hey Cosmo, I think it's a little bit easier than you think, because he's 4-2, whatever. Who is he beating? Dustin Mason, his partner Josh Vasquez, Sandy, who this isn't in his main division, and Ethan Beller, who's awesome. I'll give him that. And last time we saw him, lost the champion. Fine. But he also lost the Blockbuster Video. He's been spending his time going through Classic, fighting chumps, really, who can't be in here. And he's winning. But he's had a real opponent in almost a year. And you're on momentum. So all I'm going to say is, for us, this isn't fun. This is David running to a title, and either me or Robert or whoever from the best faction can meet him at the end. So if you have a manager who wants to show up and help you out, Corey, that's cool. I'm going to help David win. So go in there, destroy every question you see, and let's make a fun day.
All right, let's do it. Let's crush it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Full Metal Trivia. I am your host for tonight, Brian Michaels. With me today, we have Malcolm. Malcolm, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Just ready to see this match happen. But yeah.
Yeah, this is another one on the road to the title. So we're going to see two great players showing up today. One of last year's hottest new prospects of last year, in Corey Quinto, going up against one of the hottest up and comers of this year, David Nishimoto. These are two guys who have been, had a lot of success here in the fan leagues, and they finally get to play each other. So we're just going to go ahead and get started and see what happens. So introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 3 wins and 0 losses, it's David Diehard Nishimoto.
What's up? There he is.
And his opponent, coming to the ring with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, Hollywood Corey Quinto. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with round one. Round one, you guys know how it works. There are 8 questions, 8 different categories. You'll write your answers down, and when we call on you, you will verbalize them and show us your board. You get 15 seconds to give your answer. You will have 3 repeats for the whole match and 1 challenge if you need it. Do you have any questions? Of course not.
No.
All right.
Nope. I like to virtually shake my hand before we begin my competition. Before we begin.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And now we'll get started with question 1.
Okay.
Question 1 in the category of action adventure. In 1995's Mortal Kombat, what was Johnny Cage's profession prior to entering the tournament?
Have you ever been in a Mortal Kombat, Brian?
No, but I've played plenty of it. I dumped quarters into it by the dozens back in the day because I'm that old that I played it in the arcades. And then, of course, this movie was okay. I actually rather enjoyed the new one. A lot of people didn't, but I did, especially Kano. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Corey, what you got?
I said actor.
And David.
Yeah, actor.
He was, in fact, an actor.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Actually, I had no idea. That was a good guess.
Your next question comes in biopics. Bill Murray played US President Franklin D. Roosevelt in what 2012 biopic that also featured Olivia Colman as Queen Elizabeth II?
I have to admit, I did not know Olivia Colman was in this movie. I didn't really know her much at all before The Favorite, and then I realized, I have seen her in things and other things. So.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David.
I might be off of one word, but Hudson in the Park?
Corey.
I might have a couple words mixed up, but is it Hyde Park on the Hudson?
It is just Hyde Park on Hudson.
Oh.
Fortunately, we cannot give it to either, because I don't think On the Hudson would count. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does change the title, so we can't accept that.
Okay.
Question 3 in the category of sports. In Raging Bull, what is the first name of Jake LaMotta's brother, played by Joe Pesci? I miss Joe Pesci. He hasn't been around. He popped up in Irishman, but before that, he hadn't been around for quite a few years. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Corey
Joey?
and David.
Tony?
Joey is correct. Corey getting the point.
Right. Your next question comes in musicals. In what classic Fred Astaire Ginger Rogers musical will you find the songs Pick Yourself Up, Never Gonna Dance, and The Way You Look Tonight?
Are you much of a dancer, Malcolm?
Only when I'm drunk.
Well, we're going to have you host a match drunk one of these days. I want to see that.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David.
American in Paris?
Corey.
Swing Time?
Swing Time is correct.
Going on to question 5 in the category of holiday movies. What famous author did Dan Stevens play in the 2017 film The Man Who Invented Christmas? I will just take this moment to say if you've not seen Dan Stevens in the movie The Guest, you should all see it. It is a great movie. Seek it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Corey.
Oh, did you say after?
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought you said character. I wrote Ebenezer Scrooge.
And David.
Charles Dickens?
It is Charles Dickens.
I thought you said character. That's my fault.
Just a reminder, we do have repeats if you need them.
Sorry.
All right. Next question comes in the category of Oscars. Who won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for a role as Precious's abusive mother Mary in the 2009 film Precious?
Actually, the full title is Precious from the novel Sapphire by whatever. I don't know, it's got some long title. I don't remember. From the novel Sapphire by whatever.
2, 1. Pins down. David.
Monique?
Corey.
Monique.
Monique is correct.
Question 7 in the category of 90s. In Basic Instinct, why was Catherine initially suspected of murder?
Have you ever been suspected of murder?
I was waiting for that. I knew that was coming. No, I've managed to avoid suspicion, so I've gotten away with it every single time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Corey, what you got?
Having an affair.
And David.
She knew the victim. I don't.
I'm afraid they're both incorrect. The correct answer is because she wrote a novel that mirrored the murder.
Okay.
Your final question comes in the category of plot summary. Name the movie from this plot summary. Two men reaching middle age with not much to show but disappointment embark on a week-long road trip through California's wine country just as one is about to take a trip down the aisle.
This sounded like my life story until you got to the California wine country part.
I was about to say the
I'm
exact
well
same
into
thing.
middle age, and I'm all disappointment. Just ask my wife.
Oh,
At least you can say you got your movie trivia champion on your list.
There you
this
go. There's
time.
something.
Four,
There's the pinnacle of my life.
3,
Great.
2, 1. Pins down. David
Sideways.
and Corey.
sideways.
Sideways is correct.
All right. There are no perfect rounds. That is the end of round 1. If I have tracked my scores correctly, I have Corey 5 to David's 4. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right. And which will then bring us into round 2. Round 2, of course, being the wheel round. In the wheel round, there'll be a wheel with 8 categories on it, plus the red and black. Excuse me. Will be spun to determine either the category or color. If the color is spun, the competitor with the corresponding color will choose the category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, you can take it, or you can respin. But if you respin, you are stuck with whatever lands on that second time. From each category, you will have 4 questions worth 2 points each. You can go to multiple choice, but that changes the value to 1 point, and stealing is available. So let's go ahead and bring in Corey's manager. Corey, as you do have the lead, you can choose to go first or second.
What do you think, Josh? What should I do?
Well, we talked about it beforehand. By the way, hell of a round, Corey. Don't let those couple little mistakes get to you.
Yeah, I'm past it.
Hell of a round. Yeah, go with what we talked about beforehand.
So obviously go second is what
Yeah,
you're
let
asking?
him go first. Yeah, since you have
All
the
right,
lead.
then I will defer.
Okay. So let's go ahead and bring in Spence. There you go. So yeah, you guys will be going first. So you also need to give us pick your color, red or black.
What do you like?
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's give. Here's your first spin.
The wheel's a lot better this time.
Action adventure. Would you like to keep that or use a respin?
So I know that we're big Denise Richards fans.
We are.
I think you want to spin away from this? You want to keep it?
I feel good about this. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
If you want to be there, just take your time. Remember, there's 4 questions, 8 points on the board. You're just 1 down. And yeah, you're gonna do great. Crush it.
All right then. I will give David his question to action adventure.
I'm just going to use my whiteboard just to write things down.
That's fine. Just keep your hands on screen because stealing is available. That's fine.
I know. I'm just going to just make it easier. Just to I'm going to write it down.
All right, David, your first question in action adventure. Who starred as Princess Tamina in the 2010 adventure film Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time?
Afraid to say it wrong.
It could be Tamina. I'm not sure about pronunciation. Just Princess Tamina. 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Gemma Arterton, B, Annabelle Wallace, C, Imogen Poots, or D, Karen Gillan?
A. Gemma Arterton.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was afraid I was going to say it wrong. That's what. Damn it.
Question 2. What New York City neighborhood were the Warriors attempting to return to in 1979's The Warriors? Five,
The Bronx.
4. That is incorrect. Corey. Would you like
Is
to
it
try
Coney? Is it Coney Island?
Coney Island is correct for a 2-point steal. Question 3 now. Spence would like to be brought in.
Yep. Just give me a second.
I just want to talk to Dave really quick. I'm geographically dumb. Was the question about a neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay. Is Coney Island a neighborhood, or is it like an actual separate location? That's what I'm thinking about challenging.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's right. Coney Island seems like another.
So, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not sure geographically too. I mean,
It
it
is.
doesn't seem like a neighborhood, but
Can you read the question again one more time? Just curious, like the way it was worded.
Yeah.
What New York City neighborhood were the Warriors attempting to return to in 1979's The Warriors?
Because I feel
It's
like dividing it by neighborhood, there's so many. Like it's a.
that's why I said the Bronx. That's why I said. I mean, like
It's
Queens. Like
Scott, I'm seeing in the chat someone saying it's a neighborhood. Scott is saying it's a neighborhood.
If everyone's agreeing, we just don't challenge.
Okay.
It's fine. We just ignore that I existed.
Plus, someone who lives in the city, I can vouch and say it is a neighborhood. I mean, it is an attraction, but there's a whole neighborhood. So
Okay. So there's no challenge. I would also act that everyone behind the scenes and in here do not chime in until someone's decided if they're going to challenge or not. Just
okay.
There's business there.
I didn't know about
That goes for everyone behind the scenes too. They should wait, and if they want to use the challenge, they can use it, and then we discuss it. But anyway, there is no challenge. So, question 3 for David. In Terminator 2 Judgment Day, how was the T-1000 eventually destroyed?
he was pushed into the molten lava fire pit thing in the warehouse. I don't know how to say it. Like burned. He was burned. Yeah.
I will accept that. Back for 2 points. All right, question 4. In The Road Warrior, what is the name of the main villain who is the leader of a vicious motorcycle gang?
Oh my god.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice is A, Toe Cutter, B, Humongous, C, Pig Killer, or D, Immortan Joe.
Can't wait to come back to this.
5, 4.
B, humongous.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so coming out of David's half of that round, he picked up 4 points, but Corey did get a 2-point steal. As we go over to Corey's side, so let's bring back his manager. All right, remember you can spin again if you'd like. Here is your first spin. Classics.
Well, we did talk about this one.
We did talk about it, so
And I think we know what we're going to do. We're going to spin again.
All right.
What's
You're
the
spinning. You're
template?
stuck wherever this lands this time. And you're on David's strength of 90s roll call.
Corey, remember, use your multiple choice if you have to.
Okay.
All right. Malcolm, if you want to go ahead and read Corey those questions.
Yep. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. There's all that dead air roll. You go looking for the categories. So, your first question in the category of 90s roll call. Sean Connery, Angelina Jolie, and Dennis Quaid starred in which 90s ensemble movie? I need you to lift your hands up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options. Is it A, Shortcuts, B, Playing by Heart, C, The Player, D, Everyone Says I Love You?
say
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll say B as in boy.
B is correct for a point. Your next question is Denzel Washington, Giancarlo Esposito, and Wesley Snipes co-starred in what movie?
Is it Mo Better Blues?
That is correct for 2 points. Right. Your next question is Sanaa Lathan, Taye Diggs, and Omar Epps co-starred in which romance movie?
The Best. Wait, hold on a second. The Best Man.
David for a 2-point steal.
Brown Sugar.
That is also incorrect. It is The Wood.
Oh my god.
I will say both of those were in the multiple choices, though.
Oh
Oh, well, look at
okay.
look at that.
Shit.
I'll need you to put your board up, but your last question is Matt Dillon, Mira Sorvino, Timothy Hutton, and Uma Thurman star in which movie?
Hold on a second. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go for
Right.
Beautiful Girls.
Beautiful Girls is correct for 2 points.
Nice
Yeah, wasn't I thought it was gonna be Beautiful People or that. I just wanted to double check and make sure.
All right. So I have a score of 12-8 with Corey in the lead. Is that what you have, Malcolm?
That is what I have.
All right. Which will then bring us, of course, into round 3. Malcolm, would you like to read us the rules for round 3?
I will. I'll just get down to there. All right. So for round 3, there'll be 1 question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. No multiple choice, but also no stealing. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question, and you can respin the wheel only once, so choose wisely. Right. So, a player by Dave will start answering questions first. Then once that player ties or moves ahead, then the next player will go. And the movies we have is The Mask, Hot Rod, Predator, You Can't Take It With You, Alien, Back to the Future Part 2, A Man for All Seasons, and Detroit Rock City.
Okay. So as David is behind right now, he will be going first. Since I read David his questions in round 2, Malcolm, I'm going to have you read David's for round 3.
Yep.
So, David, here is your first spin for your 2-point question. Detroit Rock City. Keep it or use your respin.
So, David, I want to clarify something because you mentioned to me something earlier that you were more confident in 4s than 2s, right?
Yeah. That's
Are there any 4s that you're scared about? Because if so, do you want to respin here? If there's 4s you're worried about, I say we save it. If not, I say we can just spin again here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple in 4s that I don't want. So
If that's the case, I think we should keep this unless you don't want to get this.
I'm good to keep this.
Okay, so keep it. Never
I
mind.
just saw this movie today.
Okay, keeping that.
That's right. This
Malcolm,
movie's ass.
Your 2-point question.
let's take off the wheel and Spence.
Oh. Your 2-point question in Detroit Rock City. Who plays Jam's mum, Mrs. Bruce?
Oh my god. Lin Shay, sorry.
Lin Shay is correct.
Can't wait. Blanked
Nice
out.
job. It's full.
As
Thank you.
I bring back the wheel and Spence.
Just to confirm, nobody's used any repeats yet, correct?
Right.
No.
Is Nick?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay, miscounted. Never mind.
Okay. So here's your spin for your first 4-point question. We are still sticking with David because it's 12 to 10.
Yes. All right.
Alien.
David?
I think, yeah, I want to keep this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw this last night.
Oh, yeah. All right, sci-fi shit. Let's go.
Right. Your 4-point question in Alien, I'll just make sure I'm actually on Alien. I am. What interface number appears on Mother's screen, signaling she's ready for injury?
Inquiry.
2037.
2037 is correct for 4 points.
Damn.
All right, that brings you 14 to 12. So we are going to go over to Corey. So there's Joshua. All right, Corey, here's your first spin for your 2-point question. The only one you cannot get is Detroit Rock City. Predator.
You feel good with it, Corey?
I think, yeah, like I said, we talked about this before about the 2-pointer that
Yeah.
we
keep
save
it.
this. Yeah, we keep the respin. So I'll take Predator.
Remember, you have all 3 of your repeats.
Okay, so we're sticking with Predator.
Sorry, Josh.
That's for the bloopers.
All right, Predator. Your 2-point question. Who plays Billy? Five, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. Shane Black. I don't know.
No answer. The correct answer was Sonny Landham. Sonny Landham. So I'm going to stick with you for your 4-point question. Let's bring back in your manager. Here's your spin for your first 4-point question. You do still have your respin if you want it. Back to the Future Part 2.
You good with it, Corey?
Yeah.
Just remember what I said. Process the question, listen to the question, make sure you don't get tripped up.
Yes. I do remember that.
You got it,
I'll
man.
take it.
You got it.
All right,
Okay.
so we're sticking with Back to the Future Part 2. Your 4-point question. What is the name of the arcade game Marty plays in Cafe 80s? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Dog hunt dog. Dog hunt dog. I don't know. Dog hunt dog.
The correct answer was Wild Gunman. And to quote Elijah Wood, you have to use your hands? It's like a baby's toy. Okay, so it comes down to this. The score is still 14 to 12 in David's favor. Corey does need to hit this one to stay in the game. Otherwise, David will win. Remember, you do have all 3 of your repeats left, and you do still have your respin. So here is your spin for your second 4-point question. Hot Rod. Keep it or spin again?
This was one we discussed, but knowing my luck, but I did say when we were going on this, Josh, that I felt a lot of confidence. So what do you think? Should I say there?
If you feel like you will 100% nail this question, keep it. If you feel like there's something else that's going to be better, spin again. But
I've seen it recently, and I have all 3 repeats, so I can
use your repeats, get it right, then all the pressure's on him.
All right, I will stay.
Okay.
You got it, Corey.
Hot Rod for his final question. All right. Hot Rod. All right, Corey. After seeing Kevin's video he edited, Rod tells him he's the next whom? Answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Your first repeat. After seeing Kevin's video he edited, Rod tells him he's the next whom?
All right.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Second repeat, 1 remaining. After seeing Kevin's video he edited, Rod tells him he's the next whom? Five, 4, 3.
I'll use the last repeat.
Using your final repeat. One more time. In Hot Rod. After seeing Kevin's video he edited, Rod tells him he's the next whom?
All right, let's see. Here goes nothing. David, whatever happens, you played a great game. I'm going to say, since he's making a video, I'll say Steven Spielberg.
And your winner, David Diehard Nishimoto. The answer was Douglas Bubble Trousers. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but it sounds like some kind of hot
I
rod.
don't remember him saying that.
Oh,
Wow.
he said it. Good game. Good game, Corey.
Good game, David. Wow.
All right. So with that, David Nishimoto does win the match with a score of 14-12. We're going to go into our post-match interviews. Let's start with our unfortunate second place winner today, Corey. Let's bring in your manager. Corey, you started off
What was
strong.
that? What was that answer again? I'm sorry. I just want to clarify. What was the answer again?
Douglas Bubble Trousers.
I don't even.
Of course, we all knew that.
Douglas. Wow. I watched the movie for the first time recently, and I guess it comes down to 1 5-second scene makes all the difference. But wow,
that round 3, the deep cuts round, it is called deep cuts for a reason. It's one of those ones if you don't put in the homework, it can often bite you in the butt. But obviously you had a good match up until that round 3. Round 1, you had the lead coming out of round 1. You had the lead coming out of round 2. You managed to get a steal off of his questions. Round 3 didn't quite go your way, but you still showed your stuff. How are you guys feeling after the match?
I mean, you had a great match, Corey. You got basically your opponent's strength. You still did great. Had the lead up until the last round. That's what happens sometimes in Full Metal. You get some deep cuts that you don't know the answer to. I know it's happened to us before as a team. It's happened to me as a single player.
Oh
Now
yeah.
it's happened to Corey.
I haven't forgotten about Hot Fuzz.
Every once in a while you run into something that's just not in your brain. So, but
Yeah,
overall, great game, Corey, and credit to David who was able to pull out the round 3 victory.
Yeah, and I think what it comes down to is that this was really, even though I had played before, I played in teams and obviously in Classic, and I played in other leagues like Feature Presentation and Nerd Entertainment. I haven't played a Full Metal singles match in over a year, so really to get my feet wet back in, I think maybe it just came down to the fact that because I remember last year I was studying like crazy, but I guess when it comes down to it, I guess I was just a little rusty coming back in. So if this was to get my feet wet, I'm glad I got my feet wet. David was a great competitor. Congratulations, David. You played a great game. And I mean, that's just what it came down to. But I will be ready for the next match. So I'm ready now that I've dusted off the cobwebs. I'm ready to get back in. So I'm ready whenever you guys will have me back.
Is there anybody you're hoping to face in the future?
I give the same answer all the time when it comes down to it. I just like to play. I'll play whoever. I like to play it. I mean, when it comes, again, like I said, I'll play whoever I want to play. I like it to be sooner rather than later. So, but it's a nice way to come back to the league. So thank you for having me. And I'll be ready. And once again, congratulations to David. You played a great game, dude.
All right. Well, a great game, and we'll see you next time. And let's move over to our winner for this round, David Nishimoto and Adelaide Spence.
Where you go?
It says Adelaide's in the stream with audio only now, apparently. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to David. David, obviously you didn't do as well as I think you wanted to in round one. Round two, you kept it pretty even.
I was freaking out a little bit.
But you're still playing from behind. But yeah, you knocked out those first two round three questions, and that made the difference in the round. So tell us how you're feeling after this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling very lucky that I won this, but yeah, because I played like crap the first round, second round too. There's a lot. I think I played too conservative a little bit. I should have, and then I played risky and some things I shouldn't have. But yeah, I mean, Corey played really good. I mean, he pulled a lot of answers out like I didn't think he would get, and I'm just super lucky that I got the right questions in the end.
I think the big thing holding us back today is Quinto is very much like a momentum player. He's someone who, if he plays good, he'll keep playing better. And that's how it was. In round one, he started hot. In round two, he got even better. We got lucky in round three. He got things he flat out just didn't know. If he got better movies, we would have been in trouble. But thankfully, we maneuvered our way through it. And yeah, round two wasn't amazing for us. But David's an incredible deep cut player. And I'm happy that he's undefeated. And I'm hoping that in his next match, he'll continue to go undefeated until he gets to face Joseph one-on-one. No jinxing you.
Oh, no problem. Can't wait.
So as this was one of the matches on our road to the title, I can let you know your next opponent, someone I know a little bit. His name is Joseph Alamos. How you guys feel about that match?
You know what? You can take the belt from Joseph because he's not currently wearing it. It's just like a nice leather one. You know what? No lie, I always wanted to play Joseph one-on-one, so that's good. Can't wait.
The advantage we'll have going into that match is Joseph's a player who's been around for a while. We have a lot of game tape. We know how to prepare. And how to prepare is just get ready because he's terrifying and basically a computer. To joke everyone else's head, but it's true. That man is one of, like, low-key the greatest players ever. People don't recognize him as such. So it'll be an uphill battle. But I think David has people behind him where we can win that.
I will agree wholeheartedly. There's always a chance. Quite honestly, I still say to this day, I was lucky to have beat him when I did, but that does show that he is beatable if the questions fall your way. You never know what can happen. So, So with that, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Malcolm, thoughts on the match?
It's just one of those ones that it was going good. Like Corey had the momentum sort of going through. It just came down to round three. Just had a bad luck on the wheel, and it's just David has shown that Joseph has a reason to kind of be afraid at this point, because like if David continues on this tier he's going, then he's definitely going to be seeing you in the future. So
it's quite possible, and not that I would mind playing David again, because, well, let's just say there's some history there in other leagues. But yeah, it's going to be great to see him move on. I know that Joseph, obviously, does his work when it comes to round three, and clearly, from what we got to see of David in this match, he did his work to put in round three to see what's good, to make sure to get the win. So that's going to be a fun match, and I'm going to look forward to it myself. But with that's going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you for coming and watching this match. Make sure to check out all the other matches and all the other shows on this channel. Thanks for stopping by. For myself, Brian Michaels, and my co-host, Malcolm Lay. Thank you, and good night.